What's up guys, here's a quick how-to video to take your white LED spot or fog lights and make them amber. Alright, so first of all you gotta buy your lights. These are Harbor Freight Road Shock LEDs, 965 lumens. They're a floodlight. And then I got some of this off Amazon. It is a self-adhesive vinyl. I'll show you the color. I call it golden yellow. So I did one layer and it turned it yellow, which I liked, but I wanted a little like a deeper yellow, so I doubled up the layers. And towards the end of the video you'll see how yellow it got. But now I'll show you some more in-depth on how to actually do this. So first, you got these 6 screws that you'll want to take out to gain access to the glass. Take an Allen. Can't tell you what size because it's on this guy. Like I said, it'll probably void the warranty of the lights, but that's alright for what I'm doing. Alright, so let's get all the bolts out. All the Allens. Pull the cover out. Okay, so this, the glass has a rubber seal. Try to keep that in there. So here's the glass. And what I did is I made sure there's like a, you can't see it in the video, but there's a little like smudge mark from the seal. So I know that's the bottom, this is the top. And on the other one, I did a coat on the top, or a vinyl wrap on the top. Tested it, wasn't quite as yellow as I wanted, so I did one on the bottom. Nice. Definitely not super yellow, but yellow. So that's what I'm going to do here. First things first. Got this plate. Because doing this without, I have some water and soap. Some tricks I learned from some friends that do stickers and vinyl wraps. Can't tell you why or how it does it, but it makes all the air bubbles kind of go right out. So I'm just gonna take, I have plenty. I'm gonna cut plenty. Make sure it's cut wide enough. Let's cut it down. You'll see why I didn't cut 2 squares here in a second. Basically, should be enough to do both sides. Cut this in half, make it a little easier. Okay, so there I got my 2 pieces, so I can do both sides. Make sure it's gonna fit. Now these have an adhesive side and a protection, so when you apply it, you don't scratch the actual thing. First, I'm gonna take my water, soapy water, and apply it. It's kind of like make sure almost the whole thing's coated. And then you gotta find the adhesive side. Another reason why I took a big chunk so that I can test it. Got lucky. pull it off. It's gonna be hard to see, but pull you closer. And we'll lay it down. You see, just like that, hopefully, there's really no bubbles in it already. I take this, it's provided with the little kit. Again, this is designed for headlights. Push out all the bubbles and water. Once you push out all that soapy water, it seals it and allows the adhesive to stick. Hard to tell, but you can see that there's no bubbles. And actually, even though there's felt on this, it is scratching. I do press pretty hard. It's scratching the top layer, but that's okay. So then I'm going to take the razor blade that's provided and cut it out. Now I put my finger right toward the edge carefully so it doesn't peel up. Just like that. Pull the excess up. Toss that aside. There's your first layer. Yes, there's water on it, but that's alright. And I'm actually not going to take the protective edge off of it yet. So this is the top. I'll do the same on the bottom, and then I'll pull the protective edge off of it. Okay, got my piece. Figure out what edge I got here. Okay, like that's not the adhesive side. So I'll flip it, try to get the other side up. It's pretty thin, so. Got it. Peel it. Lay it down. So that you can kind of see, maybe you can't. But there are some bubbles in this one. So squeeze those out. So this is obviously a lot easier to do than like a headlight. You can probably just do it on the outside of the headlight and get some kind of yellow color to it. And there's other brands and other colors that you can do. There were some amber ones, which looking at how this was with one layer, I probably should have went with the amber because it's a little bit darker. But this will still work. And I'll be putting this on my Shrek, my Tundra. I got a bumper put on it not too long ago. And I have another set of these Road Shock Harbor Freight lights on it, and it actually works pretty decent for a driving color. They're white color out of the box, but I wanted some yellows for when I'm actually up in the woods. So, alright. So then what I did is, again, it's going to be really hard to see, but there's little edges sticking up. So I'm going to take the razor blade again and very carefully cut those off. Just like that, and then I'll just pull the protective film off of it, like so, off one side. Off the other. There's a little bit of moisture still in there, but as bad as good as it's gonna get. And that is how you do the lens. Now you just take it and install it back in. Which I will show right now. Like I said, there's a weather seal, keep water in, or up, I mean. This bottom one is kinda got a bubble. It's towards the edge, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me just place it in there. Make sure it seats well. And there's your amber color. Now, like I said, I don't know. This is designed for headlights and stuff, so I assume it'll handle the heat of the LEDs, but I have not tested it long enough to figure that out. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and as soon as I get them on the truck and tested, I will do another video on that so you guys can see firsthand the difference between the covered with the amber light or the yellow light and not covered. So thanks for watching, guys. A little snippet I forgot to include in this video. So the reason why I'm doing it this way, instead of buying like a amber or yellow HID or LED light, is supposedly a lot of these, even the higher end manufacturers, they don't actually have yellow LEDs. It's a bright white light, and then they have a yellow cover. And the reason why they do that is, from my understanding, is that the temperature color of yellow is like, what, 3400 K, and that just does not emit a ton of light, and it definitely doesn't get as far. So what they do is they get away with running white light, which is around 5 or 6,000 K, and allows them to emit even more light further. And then they put the cover over it, gives you that yellow to break out that white light and cut through the fog and rainy days. So that's why I'm doing this. It's a little test, but pretty much cheaper than buying a $300 set from Baja Designs or something that have the amber in them already. I can buy these, build it, and then hopefully it does what I want it to, at least on my truck for now. Maybe eventually I'll upgrade to some better lights, but they work fine for now for a kind of a daily hunting rig. So anyways, thanks. Forgot to add this in, so hopefully this helps you guys and give you an idea of something to do that's not as expensive as these higher end lights. I mean, these Harbor Freight lights so far on my truck have worked fine. They're almost at 1,000 looms. They're not the brightest. You could do like some rough countries. They're pretty cheap also, and quite a bit brighter, which that'll be my next step, which I'm going to do some ditch lights on the hood. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some amber on them. So yeah, if you want cheap amber yellow light conversion, this will work. Just white beam. Okay. Nice. Definitely not super yellow, but yellow. Alright, 2 layers. Nice. Very nice. That's bright and the battery weak. Wow.